The red stripes on this flag are for the blood that's been spilled in the defense of freedom and the defense of our nation. And I was at a dedication a couple weeks ago. It was by the Mid-South Lynching Project. It's a really serious, sad topic, talking about all the men and women that were killed by lynch mobs. And there was a version of My Country 'Tis of Thee, a version of some of these patriotic things that we say, that was an awakening, that the blood on this flag is coming from a lot of different people. And we talked about Fort Pillow tonight. John talked about Fort Pillow tonight, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of blood that's been spilled to make this nation better. There's a lot of hope that's been raised for that too. So this is not just about honoring the sacrifice and battle and sacrifice and death. This is also honoring the service, the hopes. There's 50 stars on the flag now, but those aren't just representing states. The white on this flag, those stars are also talking about our hopes and our inspiration and our dreams. The blue on this flag is about honor and valor. And that's not just, again, on the battlefield. It's about your teachers going into school every morning. It's about your parents getting up every morning and getting you there. It's about everybody that woke up one morning somewhere else and saw this flag and knew in their heart that it was home. It's about people crossing borders, crossing rivers, crossing oceans. Nobody on this continent was born here originally. Every single human being that has ever walked on the shores of this country came here from somewhere else at some point. They can trace back to somewhere. Somebody in Mongolia crossed a land bridge to get here. Somebody in Europe crossed on a boat. Somebody in Africa was brought here. Somebody in China made it to the shores of California. Somebody in Mesoamerica walked north. Everybody came from somewhere else, and that's what makes us unique and powerful and wonderful and hopeful, is that home is a word that we wrote that meant something different to everybody else, but for us it meant where we wanted to be, not where we started. And so there's a bunch of folks that made a nation for a lot of different reasons, and not all of them were great. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what kind of man George Washington was or Thomas Jefferson was. It doesn't matter if Alexander Hamilton had a musical or no one ever heard his name. What matters is they gave us a foundation to build on that you get to build. This is your country. This is your hope. This is your dream. This is your chance. And what we want you to understand is this flag, it has a lot of stories attached to it. But the most important story that's attached to this flag is the one that you're writing right now. And so when I ask y'all to be serious about it when we have the ceremony, when we pledge allegiance, we're not pledging allegiance to this. You're pledging allegiance to each other, to our home, to our family, to the family that we've made. We're pledging allegiance that we're going to make it better. Brooke.
Yeah.
You lay that down? We're going to lay this flag to rest in the flames. Put it down. And let the fire carry those stars up to the stars in heaven. Okay? Let this one count.
Explain why the flags are being retired.
So these flags have been damaged. They're not serviceable. If we flew them, they'd be kind of embarrassing. They'd be ratted and tired. So you don't throw it away. You let them retire in honor and in symbology. So we let them burn and be consumed by the fire. And that way it'll never be used no one will ever see it in the trash.